global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings today. This news hits us with a very bad one. I feel that going forward, something needs to be done very quickly. If you've ever lived in the Southwest, or you know someone who lives in the Southwest, particularly Lagos, who happens to be one of the commercial nerve centers of the country, Nigeria, you would agree with me that traffic is one disease that is unavoidable in Lagos State. Hence, the creation of BRT buses. Right now, as we speak, a lot of people trust BRT buses because it's government owned and it's also government driven. It's a way of generating income taxes that has been so awesomely applied. But right now, it has met a hitch that will probably bring a lot of lower the patronage. Well, very quickly, you're going to find out what we're saying and why we should now be very security conscious. This is sad because one is already dead in that matter. Before we go to the newspaper, like and subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. When Nice Andrew Omonikoro, the driver of bus rapid transit vehicle, which was boarded by one Ayanwole Oluwabamisi, the murdered 22-year-old fashion designer, has denied killing her. Bamisi went missing after she boarded a BRT vehicle from Chevron bus stop Aja to Oshodi around 7 p.m. That's on February 26th. During the journey, the fashion designer was said to have observed that the driver was not picking up other passengers at subsequent bus stops along the route. Disturbed, she messaged her friend and sent voice notes detailing her predicament. It was the last time her friend and family members heard from her, and she was later declared missing. On Monday, she was found dead on Kata Bridge, according to the Lagos State Police Command. The Lagos State Police Command regrets to inform the public that Oluwabamise Ayanwole, the 22-year-old lady who got missing in transit while on board a BRT bus on the 26th of February 2022, has been found dead. Adekunle Ajegbutu, Lagos police spokesman, has said the corpse was found lying on the Kata Bridge by Ogogoro Community, Lagos Island. The corpse has been deposited at the morgue of the mainland hospital Yaba for autopsy. Speaking after his arrest, the driver said he was accosted by some gunmen who forced him to stop around Kata Bridge and forcefully took the lady away. I picked her from Chevron, and I picked the other three guys at Agbagi. When those guys showed me the weapon as I was driving, I couldn't be myself anymore. Fear came over me. So whatever the man with gun sitting beside me asked me to do, I did. He said, so when I followed that Kata Bridge, that overhead bridge, they told me to stop there. When they ordered me to stop, they asked me to open the door. When I opened the door, then they started dragging her. I saw her crying for help, but I was helpless. When the issue happened, I ran away because I was afraid, he said. What level of insecurity? Now, for some of us who don't know this story, I've been following this story for a while now. This young lady went visiting. On her way back, she's a fashion designer. On her way back, now, BRT buses comes more like a lifesaver when it comes to the issue of traffic. They have their routes in Lagos that no private vehicle flies, all because they want to avoid traffics, and they want to give you that feel of the London drive, okay, where no matter what happens, you try to get to your destination on time, and it's a very fantastic way of income generation for Lagos State. Now, everybody have grown to love and trust BRT buses, but this is one incident that is terrible. A lot of when this lady got missing, her instinct told her when she boarded the bus, she saw how scanty the bus was. One, BRT buses really are never scanty because each next bus stop, each terminus always have ready passengers willing to enter, no matter the route. Now, the second thing she noticed was the fact that there were very few people in the bus and the driver was even going ahead. Now, her instinct kicked. This is not usually the BRT buses we know. They're always willing passengers. And that instinct told her there's danger. When this happened, one would have expected that the driver who drove that bus, since he claims that it is UGM that did all this mayhem and he was too scared, the first thing he would have done was to run down to management and said that while he was driving the BRT bus, UGM accosted him, which is quite strange because BRT buses are believed to be government-owned buses. What do they want to do now? They didn't even kill him, they didn't bring him down, they didn't shoot him, they didn't steal the BRT bus, but they kidnapped the young lady. Question is, do they know her from anywhere? They don't, obviously. They didn't even collect ransom for any reason. So, which means there's more to this than meets the eyes. Now, he said when that happened, he ran away out of fear when they dragged the lady after the next bus stop, after the next turn. Why didn't you report to your management? Why didn't you report to the next police station? Say that you're a BLT driver and this happened. You took one lady, you don't know her name, and the UGM boarded in and they dragged her. They would probably be asked, where did they drag her to or where did you stop? At least you would have saved your head to a great extent. But you ran away. People were now wondering, so why did the driver pay the girl? What was the intention of the driver? Now, because at some point she's going to be caught. But what caught our attention was the fact that when investigation began, when the voice note she gave to her friend, it's always good to be security conscious. If not for the fact that she made that voice note, nobody would have searched for her. She would have gone missing like every other Nigerian that get missing without noticing that they are dead. But she would have gone missing, but because of the voice note, they raised the alarm. And they discovered that the driver in question who drove that particular BRT bus has gone missing. Now, if he has gone missing, the question is who recruited him or where is he? They went to the management of BRT. They discovered that BRT gets their recruitment from consultancy. On finding that, they found out also that the consultancy have tried reaching out to the guarantor, the referee, and the man, of which which then they couldn't find any. At some point, I knew they would finally fish him out, except if he's no more in the country. Now, fishing him out, they arrested him. He's now making this confession that he ought to have made the very moment that incident happened, if of course he's claiming innocence. Now, these keep happening, and how did you get to the level where I would have expected that at this stage there should be CCTV camera mounted everywhere to see a reportage per time on what is going on. Now, with this, yes, no one will go unpunished. Thank God Sanwo had the governor of Lagos State have promised that everyone involved in this will be brought to book. I hope justice is fully, but then the life of the girl is gone. Please let's all be security cautious everywhere we are all over the world. That's all going to wrap it up. Let's continue our conversation. What's your take?